Today I'm checking out this portable refrigerator that I was sent so I could do this review. This is a refrigerator with two compartments so you can have like a refrigerator and a freezer. Just a really cool system. Let's get this thing out of the box and see everything that it comes with. So when you get everything out of the box, you're gonna have this cooler inside of the main box. Inside the cooler is a little box that has the manuals, this 12-volt plug, and this one 10-volt plug. Of course, you use only one at a time, but this is something where you can run it in your vehicle, and this is something where you can run it in your home. When it comes to the actual cooler, they have three sizes. They have 43 quart, 52 quart, and 61 quart. This is the 43 quart, so this is the smallest one of the three, but it is still really nice size. This is the large side, and this is the smaller side. They have these baskets, so if you have stuff in here, you can just lift the basket right out. And on the large side here, it does have a drain down there, so you can take that drain out if there's any kind of liquids that have settled down there. Instead of having to towel it or clean it out, you can just pull the plug and let it drain. Has a little guide here, I guess, when it comes to temperatures. And these doors, what's cool on this one is they can be on either side. So you could have that hinge part over here, or like it is here, you can flip the doors whichever way you want them, and they still work the same way. Go ahead and close these. They got nice latches to hold the lids closed and nice seals here around the lid to keep that cold air in. Saves you on energy. Got some indentions here. You can use like cup holders or spaces to put things so it doesn't fall off the lid. The unit has this really nice handle that you can slide out. Goes out pretty far, and it gives you a handle so that you can drag this. This might get real heavy with everything that's loaded in it, so you can use this handle. And it's got these really nice wheels here. This is actually a rubberized coating on the outside of the wheel, so this isn't just hard plastic. This has a rubber coating, which even on this table, they stick really well. So it shouldn't be sliding around and making all kinds of creaking noises when you're pulling it. Plus, that makes the wheels last a lot longer. On each side, it also has like this spring-loaded handle, so you can lift it up when you're carrying it, and then when you let go, it just springs right back. That is on both sides. You got a bottle opener here and all your controls. It's got a little menu down here to walk you through the controls. And then you've got your plug areas, and this is really cool. You can get a battery. It didn't come with this one. You have to buy it separately, but there is a battery that you can put in here that allows this thing to run for like 10 hours. So if you're out on the beach or somewhere and you just don't have a place to plug it in, you just put the battery in there and it will run for anywhere from 4, I think if you have it maxed out, all the way up to 10 if it's in eco mode. And then all your plugs are right down here. It also has these little strap areas here that you can use to strap things down. So I turned it to this side because this is where all the controls and everything are, and I did plug it into the 110 outlet just to give it power so we can go through it. There is a QR code sticker right here on the side, and that is because it does have an app that you can control this thing completely through Bluetooth. So if you have this sitting somewhere and you're out at the beach or you're in the cab of your vehicle and this is in the back or something, or somewhere it's hard to reach, you just pull out your phone and you can go in and set it, check status, look at everything. Very cool to have that, and you would just download the app and set it up. Then over here, it's got your overall operation instructions here that tell you how to do everything. But of course, you've got, the user manual, which is going to go in depth on everything, and even the instructions on how to set up the app. It walks you right through getting everything set up. Again, I do want to point out this compartment here. So this is just the cover if you're not going to have the battery in it, but they do sell a battery that just snaps into this compartment here and provides you like I think it's 173 watt hours of power, which should get you up to 10 hours of use out of this little refrigerator. So if you need to be even more portable than this already is, you can get that battery. It's sold separately, pop that thing in here and run this independently from having any power connected to it. You can also run this on solar. Now, if you do run it on solar, you're probably going to want to have the battery so that way the solar can be running the fridge, charging the battery, and then it's, there for backup. If the sun's not out enough, it still keeps everything running. But it does have a solar input where, if you're out camping and all you have is a battery and that, you just connect the solar panel to it and keep the thing running. It also has some USB ports here, so if you have the battery in here and you have it connected to solar, or even if not connected to solar, you can actually run your phones off of it, whatever you need to charge with these two USB-A ports. And of course, this is where I have it plugged in right now. This is the DC port where you would plug in your 12-volt cable or your 110-volt cable. There's the controls up here. We're going to go ahead and power this thing on. And since this has two sections, it has two sides, you can independently set the temperatures you want in each section. So if you want the left side to be, let's say, the freezer, you might put that down to, let's try 0. I think it goes quite a bit before, you know, -4 is the lowest it goes. So we're going to go to 0 on this for the freezer side. And on the fridge side, we'll put 36 degrees. This is telling you the current temperatures that are in there, and it's going to show you as the temperature starts dropping what it is and what it thinks it's supposed to be in both sides of this cooler. You have a mode button here that lets you put it on max or eco mode. And then of course your power button to turn it on and off. And if you notice here, it's pretty quiet. You just hear a light fan noise, not a whole lot of noise coming out of this. So if you're right next to this and have to sleep, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. So I walked away for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes and it's already down to temperature. So I really like that. And when you open these things up, really nice and cold. Another thing that I didn't show earlier was there's lights on both of these. So when you open that one up, there's a light. And then when you open that one up, there's a light. But yeah, nice and cold inside. Exactly what I need. So yeah, I really like this unit. I definitely think you'll like this unit, and I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.